So what were you experiencing in your life that led you to connect with Emily?
All right. Well, it was actually a quite awesome experience. It was really there was an angel convention here in Orlando, and my aunt had she was going to the convention, and she had told me that it was the last day of the convention. So her husband didn't want to go or anybody else, so we were like, okay, we should go and just to accompany you. And once we got there, it was very awesome. I mean, they had different booths, they had different people there with showing different uh, techniques and different booths with different people for different aspects of the convention. And once we were about to leave, we went right through the middle, and that's exactly when we met with Emily. But in fact, it wasn't. She wasn't there. She was getting ready to do a talk, so she was in her meditation. So Judith, I think, was there, and she was the one that connected with us, and she was like, "You need to see Emily," because I had shown her a picture that was taken from me, and there was a special light, white light that was coming from the photo. It was like, "You need to wait until Emily comes so you can meet her." And really, since I met her that same day, it's been awesome. I mean, I've been having great experiences, and it's been life changing, truly.
And who was it that introduced you?
Judith,
Judith. I'm
yeah,
not sure if I've talked. Is it a woman?
yes,
Judith?
yes, yes.
Sometimes
She was with Emily that day in the convention. Yeah,
very cool. Yeah, I hear a lot that people like other people she has worked with will recommend and introduce. Like it's kind of like a little chain as like
yes.
with the different
Hmm.
people that we've talked to. So have you previously met with anyone that shares like Emily does intuitively or like energy work?
I did meet up. There was Since I'm a Zumba instructor in this area. There was a person that had told me that I should go and see her because she also saw something in me or something that she was trying to talk to me to go and talk to her. But I think that was before meeting Emily, and then after meeting Emily, I decided just to go and finally go and see the person. And she also had told me that there was something special that I needed to keep on growing and expanding so I can get to that certain level of expansion and ascension too. But with her, I haven't really talked to her in like years. So I really concentrated more on Emily.
Hmm.
Don't really want to do too much changes between two different people. I just want to stay with one person for now.
That's good to hear. So how do you feel Emily is different?
Emily, well, I mean, since the first day that I met her, like I felt that connection, and it was a nice connection. Like some people, sometimes you connect to them, and you don't really feel attracted to what they're saying. But with Emily, I felt that it has been flowing nicely, and it has been easy to understand, and everything has really flowed in the right direction.
Good. So what are some of the things that you have experienced since working with Emily? Like any
Um,
experiences in your life?
Experiencing. Okay, sure. Well, mainly I have seen I have taken things more calmly. Like I have noticed that when you stress about things, it takes longer for them to arrive to you, or they just don't really happen. So taking everything calmly and sharing the knowledge too to other people has giving me the opportunity to see those people change and see that even just a few words of encouragement and telling them that there is good coming up for them has really changed them, and that makes me happy, and it shows that um, I really want to be in the same path that like Emily is and the people that follow her. So I'm really trying to also expand on this also. to other people.
So, what has been the best thing about your experience so far with Emily? If you could
The
pick one.
best thing, I would have to say that this retreat in particular
Mm.
has been the best thing. It was awesome. It was truly life changing, and I think that it's gonna help me keep on growing physically and spiritually. So
It's funny you mentioned the retreat because that's the next part of my question. So, if you want to expand a little bit, how would you say how was the retreat in general?
the retreat, well, at first it was my first time going really out of state for a week for that long, and I've always been in Florida, so uh, going out like that for a week and not really knowing what to expect. At first, it was I was scared. Like naturally, I was scared, and thinking about going to the mountain, I was scared of heights. So just thinking about going up to a mountain and everything was scary for me. And I also not a big fan of planes, so but thankfully I made it. But the experience once I got there was more than I expected. It blew my mind, and I learned a lot. I'm still learning. And the first day that we went up to the mountain, my fear was at full. So I was really scared, mainly of the heights, the first time being there. But after that day, once the second day started, the fear had totally gone. Like it was there no more. And it was like that throughout the whole week. So it was amazing.
Like something lifted you up.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's very different than Florida.
Oh, yeah.
As Florida's really flat. I'm used to some mountains because I'm originally from New Hampshire, but I've never
Okay.
been to Mount Shasta. I'm sure that's a huge height.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
So, what were some of the things that were part of the experience there?
Some
Some
of the
of the
things. Okay, well, first of all, meeting new people, meeting like a new family that thinks the same, that acts the same was pretty awesome. Being around certain people sometimes, and you feel like you're the only one understanding certain things. It feels kind of like you're by yourself. But going there and having a family of people that feel the same was amazing. Secondly, the fear of heights, the fear of the unknown, truly went away, and the whole experience of nature, of seeing the people there, it was totally different, and like I love the place. I want to go back.
I've heard it's one of the coolest places in the country.
Yes, yes, definitely has to be awesome. Yeah.
Were there any specific highlights of the experience that stand out to you?
I would have to say the hikes and the meditations that we did during the hikes. That when we stopped and we meditated, definitely, I really wasn't a person that was able to concentrate that much during meditation, or actually have like a vision during meditation. And during the last few days, I was able to actually at least see some spots of vision during the meditation. So I do feel like I'm growing in that area, and I'm excited to see what else keeps on expanding and keeps on growing. So that truly has been one of the highlights. And I'm excited to see how else that keeps on growing.
Did it meet your expectations?
Yes, it surpassed them. I was really not expecting everything that we were able to do, and we did a lot. We did a lot of hiking. We went to different places. We really just went to the chalet just to sleep, really, because we woke up early and we would come back late. So we were really the whole day we were outside hiking, looking at waterfalls, meditating, going to the shops, learning. So it was awesome. It was really cool.
Did anything else specific surprise you?
Yes. Well, one thing is, I think it was during the morning. it was early, so it was still dark, and we went to see the sunrise. But it was totally dark, like no hint of the sun coming out yet.
Hmm.
And we just laid there on the top of the mountain, well, where the highest part was, and we laid there on sheets from the hotel, and we just looked at the sky, looked at the stars, and we could see different things in the sky. Like we could see moving little stars. We saw shooting stars. We
Mm.
saw things that were not planes. So
Mm.
yes, it was interesting. That right there was awesome. It was cold, but just being in the moment really made the whole difference. It made it awesome. So that right there was also a highlight, and I would love to do it again. It was great.
So it's the sunrise at the top of the mountain.
Yes, that too. Yes.
Wow,
Yep.
that's spectacular.
Yep.
So, thinking kind of like during and since the retreat, what would you say are the results of the experience, or like some, like you could like list like three benefits that you've enjoyed as a result of working with Emily and the retreat?
Okay. Well, I would say the first benefit was meeting people that we can expand with, meeting people that I can talk to later on, and also see their changes and see how they have grown also, because I feel like we are still growing in the process of this week, of that past week. Second, I would think the general difference that I feel internally. I feel
Mm.
different, and I feel like I have shifted into a more calm state and a state of knowing that things will keep on flowing naturally. Like I really don't have to think about it too much. As long as I know that things are gonna happen, they're just gonna flow and occur like they're supposed to. And one more would be maybe motivating like other people. I feel like right now I have a few more ideas on what I want to do with my life. So I also thinking of doing a few things to help more people. I'm going into a different direction into what is my future. So that really has made me think about what I want to do later on, and I'm already working on it. So it's great.
Oh, wow, well, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah,
What would you say to anyone considering joining Emily in a retreat or doing coaching with her?
I would say to totally go for it. To once you start to really, like I say, I would say like surrender to what she has to say, and think about all the things that you have done in the past that maybe you have tried to make it possible but have not been able to, and to really think about what the teachings that she's telling you, because they are true. I mean, they're totally worth it, and they work. And not only does she give you knowledge, but she teaches you how you should be working in order to also be able to do the things that she does. So um, she helps you, but she also helps you reach that level where she is, so you can keep on doing it for yourself and to helping other people.
So it sounds like it's like self-empowering as well.
Yes,
And it spreads. Very
definitely.
cool. So I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask it anyways. Would you recommend it, Emily or the retreats? And if so, if there's any other reason you'd like to add.
Yes, I mean, definitely, I would definitely recommend Emily and the retreats. This is really was my first retreat with her, but the way that she was able to organize it, to keep it nice and easy for everybody, was amazing. Sometimes we couldn't be able to reach certain places because the whole group wasn't maybe physically fit or physically able to go to certain places. So she was able to honor that and respect that not everybody might be able to go all to the same place. So she was able to control that, and make it look easy. She has the experience in hiking and all of this, so she is able to explain the process, and she's knowledgeable on and everything that has to do with this. So I would say that she's a perfect person for a retreat, definitely.
You're a good guide. So, you, I know that in the past Emily's done retreats with a lot of people. What did you think of the smaller group?
I would say that it was nice because it felt more as a close family,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt like we were chosen for what we were doing, and
Mm-hmm.
it was awesome. I mean, if she said let's go here, we all agreed. Like there wasn't people saying, "Oh no, let's go here, let's go there." And I might think that maybe if there were a lot more people, that might have been the case. But with lesser people, I think it worked out great. And the amount of people also, we were all able to fit in one van. So maybe if there was more people, there might have been two vans and a little bit of change in direction and stuff like that. But with this amount of people, I would say that it was perfect.
Oh, so everything just fit.
Exactly. Yes.
Very cool. So that is it for my questions. So if there's anything else that you want to share, anything you want to say to anybody interested in meeting Emily or working with Emily, or just anything from your experience, this is your kind of last opportunity to add anything that you want.
All right. Well, really, I just want to say that anybody really that is interested in learning and expanding in themselves and learning that really there is something else aside from the 9 to 5 job, going back home and doing the same process every day. There really is something else that you can do for yourself and for
Mm-hmm.
others. And there is a lot that we can do to expand and keep on growing spiritually and to help others. So I would truly suggest to try Emily out, and I'm sure that you're gonna have a great time and learn throughout the whole process. So it's gonna be awesome for you.